Listening and comprehending. 1. Development of vocabulary. Development of vocabulary, traditional vocabulary instruction, is based on the assumption that word meaning is best taught through the presentation of a word in context rather than through definition-based instructions. Textbook, Textbooks on teaching reading almost universally advise the development of vocabulary through the use of words in context. Basal readers, a major source for vocabulary development in the elementary school classroom, most often identify their vocabulary strand as employing a context method. Although the context method for vocabulary development had widespread acceptance and use, it is possible for the method to be interpreted too broadly. Vocabulary also breadth may vary from one language to another, but it is not yet clear whether this reflects differences between the languages themselves or differences in the construction of the corpora from which vocabulary sizes tests are derived. Number 2. Questioning. Questions and questioning play a major role in both formal and informal educative process. They are the means by which a child expresses the desire to understand the world outside, and they subsequently become the means by which a teacher assesses whether or not a child has satisfactorily assimilated something. The teacher can also use questions to direct and control the course of students' studies. The ability and desire to question might be considered in itself one of the aims of education. It is also considers questions from the point of view of the questioning and the one being questioned, and considers pupil and teacher in both of these roles. Number 3. Active listening. Active listening is now regarded by researchers and practitioners as a highly active skill involving prediction, inference, reflection, constructive recall, and often direct interaction with speakers. With so many new technologies and platforms for communications, there are more opportunities than ever before for learners to access listening input. But this abundance leads to new challenges. How to choose the right input, how to best use listening and viewing input inside and outside the classroom, how to create an appropriate syllabus using available resources. Number 4. Linguistic scaffolding. Linguistic scaffolding is an academic language which is viewed not only as a set of linguistic components but also as a way of accomplishing certain functions and participating in context-reduced communication. Findings indicate that teachers engage in scaffolding both within and across lessons, providing insights into ways teachers can support academic language development for emergent bilingual students in general. Number 5. Mediation. School-based mediation programs that train students in communication and problem-solving skills and allow them to practice these skills can be an asset to schools in a number of ways. Mediation is an effective way of addressing discipline problems that are especially difficult to handle using traditional means. At the same time, students participating in a mediation program are rehearsed in skills that lead to self-regulation. Number 6. Conflict resolution. Successful management depends on the ability to quickly and effectively manage conflicts. Conflict resolution includes hands-on information for effectively communicating with children, disciplining children, understanding, and more. Number 7. Increasing wait time. In this particular system, I will give sufficient time for the kids to ingest all that we have handled in class prior to hopping into another. Offer the kids a reprieve from the exercises and conversations every once in a while. I will allow them to play and do what they need while I'm planning for the following subject. And lastly, applying SIOP. In this last methodology, I will get ready and give advantages, materials like visual guides, asset materials, and sound chronicle for the youngsters to be more mindful to the conversation. In this matter, youngsters are more ready to retain the ideas and data resources since they are enthusiastic and eager to learn, since there are pictures and sounds that urge and energize them to learn. Describe what you will observe for in the child's behavior that demonstrate he or she is listening or comprehending. In request to guarantee that the youngsters are tuning in, I notice kids' nonverbal prompts. A few signs would be their body position, assuming their bodies fit towards me and their eyes are on me. I stood out enough to be noticed and they are really tuning in. In the event that regardless, one of the kids isn't tuning in, I will ask him or her to sit alongside me altogether for him or her not to divert others. In this way, additionally, I will get his or her consideration regarding the action. Besides that, their capacity to address the inquiries would likewise be a decent sign that they are tuning in right.